Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Siri and we are here at my house and we're currently inside of the Squicken Chicken and Cookie Chicken coop, if you could call it that. Though I do need to give you guys Eggshell! Come here, Eggshell! I want to snuggle you. I have missed my chickens and my Squickens and my Cookie Chickens so much. I love chickens. I have no idea why. Tate, why are you about to starve? Quick, eat this pig's ear. There you go, buddy. Oh my goodness, I love chickens so much. In real life too. I have no idea why. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I secretly follow something around 80 chicken tumblers. 80 tumblers dedicated to people who own and love their chickens. And I really love chickens, you guys. I always have, ever since I was little, and it makes no sense why I love them so much. I have never owned a chicken in my life. I just think they're the most adorable things. I love them almost as much as giraffes, and Squicken and Cookie Chickens fall into that territory too. And I am just here to grab a little bit of food before we head back to the safari zone, but I heard my chickens clucking, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but the clucking of the chickens reminded me of home, and it made me think about being here back in Zoodacia, and I had to come and play with them for a little while. So I've been running around here, kind of keeping an eye on everyone. I think that they are probably 100% full up. I have a special little item collector. Oh, hello there, Carlos. How are you doing? Doing pretty good, I think. Here, you want to scooch over here? Look at your new little... Oh my gosh! Your mouth opens when you squawk now! That's amazing! Carlos, you're looking good for a dodo. This is the new Fossils and Archaeology update for the dodo, and wow! I had no idea that they actually like open their mouth when they squawk now. That is the coolest thing, and I like their little movement. It's kind of like watching a little bird wiggle around. Totally cool. And then of course we have one of the snails, if you guys remember Henry. If you remember Henry, I am so proud because that is a long time ago, but that means that you have been around since the beginning. But yeah, I have a lot of snails running around. Hopefully the chickens won't eat them. And this item collector collects up all of the items that they happen to lay. So we've got a ton of eggs in here. We have a few cookies. I think we're going to take a stack of cookies and we're going to make a cookie jar for the zookeeper station that we have over in the safari zone. So we'll make ourselves a nice little cookie jar. And oh, there's more cookies being collected up, and we've got a bunch of ink from the Squicken, a whole bunch of dodo eggs. Thanks for that, Carlos. And then we've also got a whole bunch of normal eggs. One day I'll do something with all of these. In fact, I'm gonna see, can we hatch them? Let's see if we can hatch some baby chicks. Oh, so exciting. All right, and a baby chick! Another baby chick! Oh, happy days! Happy days! I'm gonna need new names for our 3 new little ones that we just added in. Somehow most of these chickens are clones of one another because I don't know why. We've always had a cloning issue in zoo crafting. So we have like 4 or 5 eggshells just walking around, but it would be nice to have names for my chickens. There's Poachy. I think we have Sunny somewhere, like Sunny Side Up eggs somewhere in here, but she may have wandered out. As some of them clone in, some of them vanish. And I noticed ever since I added in the Squicken that not only do the Squicken clone themselves, but some of my chickens vanish, and I've often wondered just what exactly a Squicken eats, and I'm a little worried about my chickens. So one day soon, we may separate the Squicken chickens and Cookie Chickens so that the Squicken have their own area, because I'm a little suspicious about what they eat. So yes, anyway, hem. Alright, I guess I need to get ready to move on for the day, but I love being back at home. I can't wait to spend more time here. I'm thinking that we may have like our seasonal episodes that we do, where we pick something special and then we focus for a whole season, like a real life season, like spring, summer, fall, winter, or autumn, depending on if you call fall like autumn or fall. We usually will pick like a bunch of series that we focus on for that time, and I'm thinking zoo crafting being added into the rotation so we can do daily episodes for a few months would be amazing again, because we've just got so much to do and I've missed it so much. Or even being able to do like a few daily episodes and side quests, like getting some of the zoo kitchen up and going. Oh, that would be so awesome. All right, Tate, how are you getting so hungry? I guess a pig's ear isn't enough to feed you, like really fill you up. Lily girl, are you hungry too? A little bit. Man, you guys are hungrier than usual lately. I'm glad I grabbed a lot of food from the doggy daycare last time. All right, and I'm gonna wiggle in here because I'm hungry as well, and we're gonna see what food we have in my house left over from all of the trips we've had for so long. Apple sandwiches sound really good. What do I want to eat? I bet most of this food would technically be bad, but waste not, want not. But what do I really want to eat while we're over in the safari zone? We have tacos, fries, beef stroganoff, mashed potatoes, mince pie, beet crottatini, oh yeah, the heartbeat burger. Oh, I remember those. You guys helped me come up with this name for our beet burgers, and we could sell these, and we pretend they're made out of the heartbeats from Slime Rancher. Very cool. Also, you guys might want to remember my mentioning Slime Rancher and zoo crafting. That's all I'll have to say on that. Okay, I think we're going to grab the heartbeat burgers, and we're also going to get some orange juice, the sip of destiny, and watermelon breeze, and a mango smoothie, I think. Those all sound good, and that should hopefully be enough food to keep me going, but we've been doing a lot of work over there lately. And here's the donuts! Here are the donuts that I've been talking about for our donut shop over in zoo crafting. Or over in zoo crafting? What the heck? Over in the safari zone. The Taste of Africa mystery filling donut, the hyper hyena sprinkled donut, the cinnamon crunchy moth donut, the elephant, which is a giant donut the size of a dinner plate. So those are some of the donuts. I'm pretty sure we have more. I think those are just the extras, and I store the prototypes for the recipes in here. Nope, there's just the 3 types of donuts that we have so far. But all of these are prototypes for special, exclusive Zoodecia Zoo foods that you guys have helped me come up with in Zoo Crafting's side quest, Zoo Kitchen. There we go. The Zoo Kitchen episodes, which I miss so much. So, oh my goodness. Oh, all right. So enough poking around in here, I think. I'm just so happy to be back. Sorry, guys. And the apricot bite safari salads. Oh, let's take that too. That just sounds delicious. All right. Maybe I should have like a special chest that has ice in it or something. Do I have extra ice? I probably have extra ice somewhere. That I could line up. I probably need to get some ice and like make a special refrigerated chest to be able to store extra food in for back over at the Safari Zone's Zookeeper Station. Also, we have some of these herb seeds. I'm just gonna smack